Hi, in this video I am going to show you how to put together the teacher's apple bag, which is a SVG file from Simply Crafty SVGs. So first, this file comes with two cutout panels, a thank you, or number one teacher, or a solid one if you don't want it cut out. So you can add your own sentiment. So all three of those are included. So if you want to put one, the teacher one is a little bit more intricate in the way it cuts. But with the teacher and the thank you, they go together the same. So they're layered this way. The top is red, the bottom's red, and the middle is a cutout. So you can see it's the cutout for the middles of the pound sign, the A and the R. So we need to cover that back, those little holes in the back with the red so it shows through. So I would just put glue around the edge. And then in the middle a little bit, you got to be careful to stay away from those holes because you don't want glue to go through those. So when it fits on there a certain way so it doesn't overlap. And then right there you just want to line it up. So I'm just showing you how it lines up first before you put the glue on. So the you want to put glue around. You see how far it goes up and down? You can put it underneath about right there. And then you just want to put little dots of glue, especially for this one, on the little intricate pieces for the teacher. So the little E pieces, just kind of put dots. Make sure you get all those little pieces, also they can flip up and break. And then what I would do is start kind of towards the middle. Don't just slowly don't put it down all the way yet until you have it kind of spaced correctly. And that off-white piece that I'm using is smaller than the red, so you have a little wiggle room. And then there you go. And that's the same way that the thank you works too. It just has different cutouts for obviously different letters. So now we're not going to put that on yet. We're going to put the panels on after we fold this box on the scores. So it's just easier for me to actually fold the box on the scores before I put the panels on, because it helps me see where the edges are for each section. So when you put these side ones with the holes, you can go ahead and just line it up, and you can see that the space around the hole is similar. And that'll go there, but we'll do that afterwards. And really that's just so I don't get, for me it's the way I work. I just don't want any glue getting on it or anything like that until I'm ready. And again, the same thing, you center the back panel as well. So this is a cute little teacher. I just need to make sure the numbers were facing the right way. But this was a little stack that I found in a Tuesday morning that was cute with a little teacher or school items on them. So that's like an old typewriter. So here we go ahead and put the two pieces together by attaching that side tab to that one edge, and then we can just flip over the other side. Add glue to that tab, and then it folds right over in place. Just make sure that edge is aligned to the tab fold. Then this is where we'll put the apple on. So we want to put the stem and the leaf on first. So I have a little stem piece. And they just fit in the little sections. Then we'll next put the leaf, and then we'll put the front panel. And again, you can use that solid panel, but I do give you choices. If you wanted to use like an embossing folder or something, you could. I don't know if you can see, but I've kind of slightly used a little stylus to kind of give it a little dimension. It's not that noticeable, it's pretty subtle. And I was playing around with curling it to see how I wanted it to curl. So I'm just going to fit it into that little space. I'm just using a little stylus, old one I've had forever, to just curl that leaf a little bit. And then you can just match up that top panel to the shape at the top. So just line up the top edge of that apple panel to the top edge of the curves on the front of the box. You want to do this all before you glue the bottom on. So I just kind of line it. And you want to line it up because that bottom piece is lined up to the bottom tab fold. And then I had that little, remember I told you about the little E's, like the little pieces, the letter. I just had a little part of the E pop up. Fortunately, it didn't break. But it is fragile, so it's the thank you is easier. Depending on, most machines do fine, but like Cricut does really well with intricate, and I've been okay with certain settings on Silhouette, and this one I cut on the Eclipse. So you could always use, I'm using my art glitter glue, but you could always use score tape just to add adhesive on all these 3 tabs, but I'm adding the glue. And then just fold over the bottom piece, line it all up. You could actually glue the tabs on the bottom too if you're more comfortable with that. Not much of any weight's probably going to go in these. It's, you know, they are rather small, so gluing it on the inside is not that big of a deal. But either way, that's up to you. And then I just applied pressure with my handy dandy takeout chopstick, wooden chopstick. So I just get additional pressure to secure those tabs. And the last part is to attach the handle. I have brads that I'm going to use, but if you didn't have brads, you could always just glue it on. That's up to you. I like using brads because it allows me to rotate the handle. So it'll be easier to rotate back. And it just is, I have a ton of them. I've had them for many years. It's nice to have a little staple of them. It's easy to find the metallics the easiest. For a while there, they weren't carrying them in the store. As of this video, they weren't carrying too many in the store. So I just kind of spread it out on the other side. And then we attach this second one to get that handle on. And that's it. It's a pretty simple box. It would be easy to make a bunch of them if you needed to. I just wanted to have some easy teacher gifts available. And 2 panels to choose from. Hope you enjoyed this project. I surely did, and thank you for watching.